Yo, mic check, 1 2 1 2. There's ROCKSTEADY at King of the Pit TV. Darkness Descends. That's what we're listening to. I'll tell you what, let me bring you into some Dark Angel fans. On the Patreon, I had recommended the album Leave Scars by my good friend Nick, alright? And I thought, okay, we'll get on with some more Dark Angel, because we did. We Have Arrived, the first album, and it's pretty good, but everybody says it gets better, it gets better, it gets better. So, Nick recommended the first record, and you know what, Nick? I'll have to throw this one in the mix as well. I thought, you know what? We tend to do things in discography order, and I don't mind jumping from A to B. If you, recommend it on the Patreon, more than happy to do so. But considering there's just one album in between, and I've seen this one referenced a couple of times, I'm actually going to throw this one in the middle to bridge the gap, alright? So we're listening to Dark Angel tonight. I'm going to do both Darkness Descends and Leave Scars afterwards. This is the second album. Looks relatively short, so I'm happy with this. Only 7 tracks. It won't be too heavy a listen. Let's just jump in. This is the title track. Let's go. Here we go. That's ignorant. That's what I want. I got a Pepsi Max, people. Come on. Sort the old barnet out. We're not messing about tonight, people. I'm a little tired, but when am I not? When am I not? Come on. Brilliant. Brilliant. That was thrash metal, man. Where do I start with that one? Jeez Louise. Yo, I bet the guitarist picking hand was feeling some kind of way by the end of that one. We didn't slow down. Once that thrash kicked in, we were speeding our way. 5 minutes 47 seconds of just headbang. Very nice. I liked it when the guitar solo kicked in and we just continued with the metal thrashing madness on the rhythm all the way through the entirety of that. That was crazy. That was crazy. I tell you what, initially I like the opening, the swell. And then when the first riff came in, I thought, oh, but then once the thrash came in, it was over. Quality, quality, quality. We got the burning of Sodom coming up next. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're getting biblical on this one. Dark Angel, Darkness Descends, track number 2 of 7, The Burning of Sodom. Let's jump in, come on. Thrash! Come on. You know thrash metal, right? It's very easy to be boring. It's very easy to just be, oh, it's another thrash metal band. Bruh. The intensity. Insane. Sick. Absolutely sick, bruh. When it kicked in, it comes in a lot faster than I would have expected it to come in. Such intensity. I love the fact this record's got 7 tracks. 7 tracks, and they're not like super long tracks. You know you've just got everything you need on the record. Hunger of the Undead is coming up next, track number 3. I'm enjoying the ride. Yo, what is good, people? There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. We're listening to Dark Angel. Darkness Descends, alright? Hunger of the Undead is the title of track number 3. Let's jump straight in, come on. Little Feedy B. Get up! Oh, there's a new Shattered Realm set put up. I'm going to open that one up. That's going to be good. Better bet. Come on. Bruh, it's such a blend. You can barely hear the riff as far as like these little notes that come in and out because they're over and gone it so fast. Ba-dippa. insane. Bum, da 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 da. That was reckless. That was the weakest track on the record so far. Out of the three we've heard, that was the weakest. But hey, it was still a great tune. Metal thrashing mad. Merciless Death. Now this is a hard title. Coming up next, I'll see you there. I'm actually just going to pause it for a second. I'm going to watch this Shattered Realm set, mate. I want to see this. Yo! Yes, now blessed now. Don't forget the rest now. There's ROCKSTEADY, King of the Pit TV, Dark Angel. We're listening to Darkness Descends. This is Merciless Death, which is a hard title, to be honest with you. That's a metal title. It's track number 4 of 7. Let's jump straight in, shall we? Come on. Little bass noodle. Come on. Jeez Louise. Bam, 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 bam. Here we go. That speed, mate. Bro, these dudes couldn't do more than 7 tracks because their hands couldn't keep up with it. Bro, your wrist will just explode, man. Come on. Heavy metal. Better. That was Merciless Death. Let me tell you one thing, yeah? Contrary to what the numbers say, contrary to what a Death Angel fan might say, that was the weakest track on the record so far. Too much stopping and starting. Not enough just drive. Get going, get moving. I don't mind a little stop and start. I don't mind a breakdown. I don't mind a bridge of any sorts. But to resort it back to square one so much, and no, it killed off the momentum in my personal opinion. And that was one of the most viewed ones, Merciless Death. I swear there's a band called that or something. I don't know. I've seen Merciless Death before, I think. Death is Certain, Life is Not is coming up next. Let's keep going. There's Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. I mean, we really are flying through this record. This must be a very brief record, man. But it's so good. And it's definitely, it doesn't outstay its welcome. It doesn't need to, man. It's got everything you need as of so far. Death is Certain, Life is Not is the title of this one. I didn't think much to Merciless Death. The last track, in all honesty, I felt that it was the weakest of the record. But let's keep on going. Let's keep on going. Track 5 of 7. We're listening to Darkness Descends by Dark Angel. lot of crossover with death metal in this sound. When was this put out? I got 1998 Columbia Records, a division of Sony. Surely it was earlier than 98. This has got an earlier sound in my opinion. 98 is very surprising to me. Does somebody want to tell me whether it was 98? That's pretty cool if so, because this sounds a lot earlier than 98, and that's not in a disrespectful way. That's just for it to keep it sort of raw, gritty, traditional soundscape. That's a blag to me. I don't think it was 98. Is it really 98 this was put out? This is like the roots of death metal and so forth, do you not think? We got Black Prophecies coming up next. The long one, 8 minutes 27 this. Let's keep going. Yo! Let's keep moving. Des Rocksteady, King of the Pit TV. Dark Prophecies is the title of this one. We're listening to Darkness Descends from beginning to end. This is track 6 of 7. This is the long one, people. 8 minutes 27. Let's jump in. Come on now. Does somebody want to tell me whether this was brought out in 98? I find that hard to believe. Anybody ever listened to Cathedral before? Heavy metal. Da da da. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. This is a heavy metal fiesta, this one. This one's very heavy metal. That double kick just emphasizing and plugging along on them palm mutes there. Bap, bap, bap. Da, da, da. That's a very Slayer riff, that, innit? Da, 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 da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. That kick sounds so powerful in the mix, don't you think? That was good. That was Black Prophecies right about there. Good variation. I mean, it really does throw a spanner in the works to have an 8 minute 27. Epic in there. Although it doesn't necessarily switch the vibe much. They could have messed around, thrown an elongated bridge in there, gone extra on a guitar solo, or had a nice clean acoustic bridge or interlude or intro or outro. So they didn't really rewrite anything in doing so. It might as well have just been, you know, a 4 minute song extended by 2. We got Perish in Flames to finish this record off. So I'll see you there, alright? Des Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV, Dark Angel. The last track of the record, Darkness Descends, is track 7 of 7. This one's Perish in Flames. Without further ado, let's jump in. I want to hear some blazing thrash. Come on. This is it. This is it. Tell up. Ta-da. dun. I love a perfect cadence. That's the way that record was supposed to end. We kicked it in with a big volume swell and a big introduction, and we finished off in the same way. That's the way I like it. That was really good. That was really good. That was probably the least viewed track on the album at 91,000 views, but that was one of my favourites. That was just it's just relentless force, man. You know, that was really good. Dun, 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 dun. I love them style of thrash riffs, just heavy focused on the pedally note, speed overall. It almost sounds like they took influence from Rain in Blood, but they just wanted to outdo it as far as speed is concerned. Not as an entire sort of album concept, but you know, in riffs like them, why wouldn't that be the case? That was Perish in Flames. I'm going to do one last video where I give my final overview of this record, and I'll rate it out of 10, alright people? I'll see you there. Yes, now bless now people, there's Rocksteady at King of the Pit TV. We just listened to Darkness Descends by Dark Angel, alright? It was a good record. 7 tracks. Some would say it was their best album. I've seen it pop up in my comment section from time to time. I'm just bypassing this record in order to get to Leave Scars, the 3rd record, as it was recommended on my Patreon by my good subscriber Nick, and I appreciate Nick ever so much for that. So I thought whilst I'm getting there, I might as well just fly by Darkness Descends and fill in the gap, and then we'll take Leave Scars, see if it's anything, you know what I mean, as good as what we've had going on here, because this was a good record. As far as thrash is concerned, averaging at around 4 minutes 10 call it 4 minutes 10 a song, 4 minutes 20 a song, and only 7 songs. Perfect. The right amount of material. As far as the speed they were performing at, it's no doubt that they only sort of put 7 tunes on, because I imagine a live set of this stuff, bro, I've been there and done that, played in thrash bands, and you need some resilience to get through some songs after some songs after some songs when you're playing at such a tempo. So that's absolutely fantastic. Now, where do we start, man? Production-wise, pretty good. A little bit grey, a little bit gritty, a little bit traditional. I'm not a great big fan of thrash when it's not polished. I like polished thrash. I like great overt technical production when it comes to thrash metal music. I think it suits it a lot better. Personally, I think a quality modern production makes thrash sound better than the more old school approach of things, you know, the more death metal-esque style of things, you know, the grittier, darker sound. But the record was good. The kick drum was punchy, bass guitar was present. I'd say when it came to the speed and the little ornaments and stuff like we'd find in the riffs, it was almost drowned out by the drums. The drum sound was very big, very punchy, very powerful as a whole. Vocals were good. Very traditional, old school style of vocal line. But it was extreme, and the extremity came from the speed of it. There wasn't any downside to the record, I would say. The 8-minute song, Black Prophecies, it felt like you should have just times the speed by 2 and just made it another 4-minute track, in all honesty. A bit more of a heavy metal approach. Little slower, although it wasn't slow. It was not slow. But if they were going to incorporate an 8 minutes 28 song in, they should have switched it up a little bit of a bridge in there maybe of some sorts, clean, dueling guitars. I don't care what they choose to do, but just switch it up a little bit. The YouTube description, and it is from the official Dark Angel page, says 1998. This can't be a record from 98. This seems like it predates 98 by some time. I'd be blown away if this was a 1998 record, honestly. So you tell me if that's the case. If I'm going to rate the record, oh, this is going to be a good one to rate, to be fair with you. 4. I'll give it a 7.5. I would have given it an 8 if we had more mid-tempo chug riff. Bit more groove. There wasn't groove on this record, just speed. But I'm not hating, because it was a Mosh's record, it was a Headbangers record. and I appreciated the speed and composure whilst retaining that speed. That was very important, because sometimes you can just fluff it and lose it and just have a horrible experience listening to a band that's playing fast just to play fast, but the band as a whole can't keep up and can't perform tight on the record. I hate that. So I've got to give it to them in that regards. I'm looking forward to moving on to Leave Scars, so I'll see you over there, people. One love.